boys.
What the fuck is that?
There ain't no manifold on that motherfucker. It's sitting over there. Start her up, boy! Alright.
You gonna crack your head? So no head? If you start a car without an exhaust, you'll crack the head.
Oh. Well,
So
we're not.
definitely don't start it.
Yeah, we're not doing that. It's not a Honda. What are we doing today, Sam?
Honestly, Austin, I've been thinking about this for a very long time. Just the thought of seeing this stupid fucking truck makes me want to vomit. It's such a piece of shit and you keep putting money into it thinking you are gonna get something out of it. Stop wasting your time on this shitty little excuse for a truck, you fucking idiot.
Committing suicide, basically. After working on this piece of shit, that's what I want to do.
Hey now. This is Jasmine you're talking to.
Yeah, and you talk about Danger Ranger just like that.
Okay, anyways. We're doing a long tube header, EGR delete, and air injection delete. And I wanted this long tube so bad that I decided to buy everything else because if you're there, you might as well do it. So we got the header out. Lower exhaust is still on. And we got that part of the air injection off. It's also sitting over there. Also, a little update. She's a bit naked. She's a bit naked right now. So, if you guys remember last episode, I got rear-ended. This is the new bed. And it's probably just about as fucked as the last one, let's be honest. But it ain't too bad. I only paid $350 for it. So, what's going on? I got headlights on the way. I got taillights on the way. Some cool shit. But this is what we're doing today. Here's the long tubes. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. Let me. Here's the long tubes. Oh. Hey. What is this?
What's what?
This bung.
Yeah, I got no clue.
There's nothing on the stock one like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck.
Make a block off plate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Alright, well, fuck, that sucks. But anyways, we got the rest of it here. So this goes to the stock manifold with the O2 sensor. This is the rest of the mid pipe. And then it goes to the header right here. I've got gaskets and everything, all that good stuff, replacement parts, and then we've got air injection kit, all the block plates for the air injection, and then I've got the EGR plates for all that stuff. And then I bought this nice shiny bit right here. This is a crossover plate. I don't think I'm even using this, so that was a waste of like $30. But here we are. We're doing it anyways. We're here. Might as well fucking get her done.
Hey, is there supposed to be water in the exhaust?
Sam, I woke up this morning and there was water in the exhaust.
I checked this morning and there was water in the exhaust.
Okay, so he's pulling the rest of the mid pipe out, and then we'll get back to you in a minute, boys. All right, boys. So he's got to take a Zoom call, but where is it? I can't. That bolt, I'll circle it in the edit, but that is a 12 millimeter that is connected to the bracket for get my light. 12 millimeter connected to the bracket for the air injection tube. So we have to get that out, and then we'll have to get under it again There's another 2 bolts. Can't see it from the top, but there's another 2 bolts holding it on to the other end of the tube. And I can't reach it. I think he can, but he's busy. So once he's done with that, we'll send him over. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this EGR off. And then the rest of that stuff all comes off as one big piece. So I'm gonna try to get this EGR off, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, y'all. So we're trying to get this fucking EGR out. There's three bolts. I'll show you.
Two bolts in a bolt, or 2 bolts in a bolt.
It's this little triangle plate. You can't see it, but it's that triangle plate. There's 3 of them, and they're being a bit of a pain. So we're trying to get those out. We still haven't gotten that 12 on the back out yet, but we're getting pretty close.
I got it loose.
Oh, you did?
It's loose.
Yeah,
I
it's
just put it back
well,
in
yeah,
there
it's
so
loose,
it wouldn't
but
fall.
once we get those 3 bolts out, we can pull the EGR out, and then that should give plenty of room to get to the back where that 12 is on the back of the head. But so far it's just painstakingly slow because there's no fucking room back there, but we're doing what we can. Alright, see y'all in a second. Alright boys, we got the EGR out. This big old chonker right here, this old rusty piece of metal shit. So I've got vacuum caps for these lines like this, but none of that. Oh, but that don't matter because that's coming off with the rest of it. Okay. Yeah, that don't matter because that's coming off with all the other vacuum lines we're pulling out. And then he's getting that 12. And then after that, we'll have to get the 2 that go under the manifold-ish. And then this big chonker comes out. You can't even see it, it's so dark. Here. So he's getting that 12 out. And then that right there, that big old chonker comes out all the way to the intake. That whole line comes back out. And then there's some other stuff connected to it that comes out as well. And he got the 12 out. Shoo! Alright, we'll see y'all in a second. Alright, y'all. So, got these 2 big chonkers out. So now, Sam's going to start working on cleaning the surface for the head, where the header goes on. And then I'm going to work on getting the big vacuum block out, and then capping all the wire, or capping all the hoses that I need to cap, and then routing all the ones that I need to route. The 2 that I'm only worried about is the charcoal canister, as well as the fuel pressure regulator right there. I need to make sure those lines go somewhere, and then the rest of it should all just come right on out. Not worried about it. So, I'll get back to you in a second with an update. She's gonna be fast.
Oh, chest. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh, shit. Oh.
Ain't that right, boy?
You telling yourself that.
I'm picking up about 5 horsepower. Yes, sir. Yeah. Alright, guys. So we're trying to get the vacuum tree off, and we've got the charcoal canister routed back in, and we've also got the fuel pressure regulator routed back in. Both are right here. So that's dealt with, and then all we need to do now is remove the rest of the tree, and then it's hard to see, and the light's so bright on the camera, but there's 2 little vacuum lines right there. I'll circle them in the edit. 2 little vacuum lines right there. Those go to my idle control, which I need that to work. If I want the truck to be able to warm up in the mornings, I need that to work. So we're going to have to remove this coolant hose to get those. Also, there's a bolt under there that holds the tree down. So we'll remove that, remove those lines, remove the bolt, and then we'll have to route these lines back up to probably around here. So there's 4 more ports right here. You can sort of see them on camera. The light's so bright. So we'll have to route those back up to here so that I have my idle control that still works. And then we'll put the block off plates on. So we have to put the EGR for the one on the back of the intake. And then, if you can see it, that little triangle hole right there, There's a block off plate that goes there too. And then there's 2 more block off plates for the air injection that go on the header that we need to put on. But in order to put the block off plates on the header, we need a header. Did you put that stud back on?
Mm-mm.
We haven't even put the stud back on.
So it's gonna be difficult to get that stud off, the nut off that stud.
We'll make it work. We'll get it. We gotta get. So when we were taking the head off, one of the studs came out with it right there. So you can see on that side there's 2. This side there's 1. So we'll have to get that stud put back on, and then we'll get back to you whenever we're putting the long tubes on. See y'all in a second. All right. Test 1 of trying to get the bolt off of the stud. There's plastic behind that.
That's okay.
There's seat belts behind that.
That's okay.
It's a 17.
It's 14.
14.
There's a 14 range.
Over here?
Yeah.
15, 12, 14. Okay, here, while it's still hot. Go, 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 go.
Nope.
Stuck.
I'm not picking that up.
So we're just using it as a bolt?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, boys. So, we fucked up with this, so we decided that we're just going to use it as a bolt, because why the fuck not, I guess. It's on there pretty good. So, I mean, yeah, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. So, it's time to put the... It's time for the fun part.
Yeah.
It's time for the fun part. Okay, here, I'm going to hand you this. The mic's up here, so I'll cover it up. Imagine it just doesn't fit.
It's gonna fit her. We did all that work for nothing.
Uh-oh. Does this line move?
It's a hard line. You can bend it.
I can't get it on those studs. Fucking Chinese cheap eBay shit. It said it was for a 22 RE. Are you covering up the mic? It said watch your finger.
It's not covering up.
You better watch it. Need to make sure I'm recording audio. This is a professional YouTube channel.
Okay. If we were a professional YouTube channel, we'd have it done by now.
Yeah, well, we're also a couple of fucking retards.
Speak for yourself.
Alright, we'll switch. It's rubbing right up against that line, dude.
This my shit.
That's what you get for talking shit. Alright, what's the plan?
I'm gonna flip that hose clamp 180 because that's what's hitting it.
It's hitting the hose clamp?
Yep.
Of all fucking things. Like, we're literally off by such a small fucking amount. I told you it was a hard one.
Can I do something that you don't approve of?
What's that?
Bend the line.
As long as it's not a lock.
Yeah.
I saw you already try and I didn't say anything because I know it's going to have to move out of the way somehow.
Well, I was just seeing how much flex it had before it
Not-
started to bend.
Not much. OSHA approved, by the way, guys. That might be enough. Just ever so slightly tweaking it. All right, here we go. Attempt 2.
Attempt number 5.
Yeah, it's fine. First try, right here, on the Slow 3.4 YouTube channel. Let's go! Long tube headers installed, baby. This thing just got so fucking fast. Give me some. Woo! All right, so we did get the header on, and it does fit pretty well, but took it back off because if we look at this here, there is a port for what I believe to be an O2 sensor, did you think? Or a wideband, probably.
That's the same thing.
So there's a port for that, but this truck doesn't have one. If we look at the stock header, there's nothing here that resembles that. Nothing. Oh, actually, hey, there is.
What?
But it's just, there's nothing there. Look. Look. Look at that little piece right there.
Oh, yeah.
So, I guess my truck just only came with one from the factory. So, he's drawing it out on a piece of cardboard. Gonna cut it out and we'll have to get one made as a little block-off plate. But, it shouldn't be too bad. For the time being, we're just gonna put everything back together. I'll probably start it up at least once just to see what it sounds like, even with the hole coming out of the side of the exhaust. Just because I'm curious. Also, it's almost 9 o'clock at night and my neighbors are going to hate me, but fuck it. Is what it is. Gotta have fun, gotta live every now and then. Still have to get the rest of this done. So I'll have to pull this coolant hose off. Sam says he's got a clamp to keep any water from leaking out. Pull this clamp off. Get the bolt out. Pull all these lines out. It's all coming out. It's going to look a lot better under here. You're actually going to be able to read the valve cover, which is going to be really nice. And then, yeah, we're getting pretty close. Aren't we getting pretty close?
We just gotta mess with the vacuum stuff.
Vacuums, and then we got to put the block-offs on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch.
Well, no, that one's going to be easy. It's just that one's going to be a bit of a pain. And then the air injection goes on the header. But I'll hit you guys up when we have an update. So, see you in a second. All right, we got the plate drawn. Dropping these back in. Not a really big update. I just like seeing these get put on. Like, and then just step back for a second. Look how cool that makes the rest of it look.
This is why you pay me the big bucks.
This is why he's a certified Volkswagen technician. Don't work at Volkswagen, kids. You're gonna end up like this fucking retard.
Yeah, I want to kill myself.
Alright, Sam gets to use his super fancy snap-on electronic torque wrench. Setting her to 30 foot-pounds. I don't know the factory spec, but it's close enough.
I'm gonna need a deep. It's starting to stick out a bit.
14?
14. Which one did I just do?
Oh, you just did that one. Make a little super cut out of that.
30 foot-pounds.
He's so proud. Look at you.
I paid a lot of money for this. I'm
a,
using it.
You're such a dad. It's adorable.
I am a dad. Stop fucking touching my...
Alright, boys. It's been, it's probably been a few hours now. Sam had to go home. He's got shit to do. But tubes are on, and the spring clamps tightened down, and by somehow, through the will of my ricerness, I was able to get that on. This aftermarket exhaust does not go well with my chopped exhaust, lo and behold. So I'm probably going to have to get this worked on again to make the exhaust fit, because if we go back here, these hangers are both off. I had to get these off to get clearance, and now I can't fit them back on. And then there's a bolt for the hanger that's under the frame, and if we look right here, the exhaust sits way too far to the left, and you can tell because the tip has been tilted to the other side. It is now facing the wrong direction. It's turned incorrectly. But it's on. So, I mean, that's what I get for not having a stock exhaust whenever I do all this shit. So, who would have thought that, you know, this aftermarket piece wouldn't fit well on my chop shop fucking exhaust. But it's on. That's all that matters. She's on. I don't think there's anything else that I need to worry. Well, hold on. I say that. Yeah, as I say that, I see a loose vacuum line. Oh, well, it doesn't go to anything. All right, extra vacuum line. Let's go. It looks a lot better in here. We got the whatever the fuck this is called. The vacuum line plate, I guess. The block holds all the vacuum and shit. That's all taken off. This shit's all taken out. That's all taken out. The header's out. Air injection's out. EGR's out. Stock mid pipe is out. More of the air injection stuff right there. It's all out. It does look a lot cleaner in here. There's a lot less going on. I mean, other than all the tools and shit we've set right here, which once I get that cleaned up, it should show a little bit better once I get all the rest of my shit out of here. So all the valve cover is now exposed. So whenever I get, or if I ever get a painted valve cover, I'll actually be able to see it because not all the other shit's in the way. I got a couple of plugs right here for vacuum. There's a couple more that you can't really see. They're all kind of out of the way. And then the EGR block off plate is right there, the 2 bolts. And then, look at that, that's so cool. It says LCE on it. We had to put silicone on that one because the gasket was fucked. So, couldn't reuse the gasket. That one, the gasket was in pretty decent shape, so I figured it'd be alright. But if it starts leaking, I'll have to put silicone on it. Yeah. I got those hoses rerouted. Everything else is good. The wires that ran to the block up here, which you can see all the connectors and shit right there. For right now, I just have them tucked up under there. And I'm hoping it's not going to throw an engine code. Haven't run it yet. Kind of nervous. Plus, some of that silicone needs to dry before I do anything dumb. But other than that, I think we're solid. Just get all the other stuff out, like all the tools and everything. Wrap it all up. I think we're done. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I've just been... This sucked. This sucked. This really beat my ass. But it's all in. Whenever we get it started for the first time, I'll be sure to record it, and hopefully she doesn't throw any engine codes, because this thing somehow doesn't have an engine light, and I want to keep it that way because it's nice, a lot nicer than my car. But yeah, that's our little update. Everything's done. I'll probably get back to you guys tomorrow, so till then. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I'm pretty sure everything's okay. It's just that we've got this little thing right here is the O2 port, O2 sensor port for the upper manifold, but this truck did not come with an O2 sensor on the upper manifold. So the only one that I have to worry about is the one on the bottom, which is already hooked up. So at some point today, Sam's gonna be coming over to help me make a block off for that. But I did order one from LCE. Speaking of which, I got my sticker put on. But yeah, it was like 15 bucks after shipping. So we'll get that put on. But in the meantime, he's gonna come over at some point, and we're gonna throw that one on. This looks way better. I'm much more happy with this because I don't have all this shit in the way, all that crud. And I know I'm not supposed to because the header has a gaping hole in it, but I really want to see what it sounds like. So I think I'm going to try and start it. Alright, we're good. Okay. It sounds awful. It sounds absolutely terrible. Especially with the hole in the header, it sounds like a constant misfire, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Oh man, it smells like shit. It's that new exhaust first start. Oh god, it smells awful. But at some point he's gonna be coming over to help me make that. So I'll probably pick up whenever we start on that.